What's going on, guys? This is John Zakari, and today I want to discuss the Nintendo Switch and its various modes of play. As we all know, the big selling point of this system is that it was meant to bring together the best of both worlds, right? The power of console gaming harnessed in a handheld. Cue the Rager comments about the system's power. But since its release, I've heard a lot of differing stories in terms of how people play this thing. Some use it almost exclusively as a handheld, some use it docked as a home console, and for some like me, it's a little bit of both. Now that the system's been out for a couple months, and a lot of us have had quite a bit of time to play with it, I'd like to discuss just a little bit the various ways you can play this thing, and how, in a lot of ways, I've been surprised with how I actually like to play it. Now, when the system was first revealed, I thought I'd be using this thing almost solely in docked mode. I'm not a huge fan of handheld gaming in general, even if I do like the games, but I almost always prefer to play on a TV. In fact, I remember when the, what the hell was the thing called, the PlayStation Vita TV or something, where you could play Vita games on your TV. I remember wishing that I could get something similar for the 3DS. Something that would just upscale the games and make them playable on an HD TV. So when the Switch was unveiled, I figured I was pretty much just getting a better version of that. Now, when I do play the thing in docked mode, I do mostly use the Pro Controller. I find it really comfortable to hold for long gaming sessions, and I'm just not a fan of the Joy-Con controller. But there is one thing about the system that really surprised me and has largely changed the way I play. During the reveal, we saw a little demo of how you could hold a Joy-Con in each hand as a control style, with the presenter doing some overacting on how you could be, say, laying on a couch while you play. When I saw this, I thought it was pretty dumb, honestly. Granted, it wasn't presented well, but I never thought I'd be using a Joy-Con in each hand. But I'll be damned if this wasn't one of the biggest surprises I've had with the system so far. Breaking off the Joy-Cons and using one in each hand is actually one of the primary ways I've been playing lately, and it's actually a big reason why I played with the system undocked more than I thought I would. Holding the system in portable mode with the Joy-Cons attached, I find kind of uncomfortable, honestly. It's not bad in short spurts, which I guess that's how a lot of portable gaming is, but I can't do it for, let's say, like 45 minutes to an hour before I need a break. But man, just using the two Joy-Cons, one in each hand, feels awesome in my opinion. I've used the console just a bit with the kickstand, which does its job the best it can. Of course, it's not as bad as that obnoxious CNET video from a while back, right? I mean, remember that thing? The, I guess, hit piece they tried to do on the Switch showing how unstable the kickstand is. Oh look, it just keeps falling over. Yeah, the only issue with that is that I think a blindfolded Michael J. Fox could have handled the thing better than the buffoon in this video. But I did grab one of those stands for the system, which also allows for it to be charged while it's in the stand, and I really like that. I use it all over the house, sitting at my kitchen counter, while in bed, wherever. I actually may be more inclined to buy another stand, in fact, before I buy another dock. Well, I'm definitely getting another dock, so I guess I'll probably end up buying one of each. But the stands are very cheap too, so if you haven't tried one, I highly recommend them. The control variety and portability factor has played a pretty big part in making the Switch one of my most used gaming devices, even though, as I've stated before, there isn't that many games to play on it right now. I mean, it's just so easy to say, get a quick Mario Kart race in or something at virtually any moment. Like, I could be even waiting for a match to start in another game, and just grab my Switch and play for a couple minutes while I wait, then put the thing into sleep mode and come back later. It may more so be kind of a mental thing, but for me, to sit down and play a game at my TV or on my computer, I kind of have to feel like I need to block out a large chunk of time, like, an hour minimum, if I'm going to sit there and play. Where with the Switch, it's, so fast to bring it out of sleep mode and get back into a game that I feel like I can play it whenever, in, like I said, even just for a couple minutes. In that way, it really services the gamer in a way you can't really get with many other devices. especially when you factor in that you can take that game that you've been, playing for a couple minutes here and there, and at any time throw it onto your TV and have that longer session, sitting down for an hour, 2 hours, whatever. Again, like I say with many things in gaming, options. Having more options matters, and you really just can't get more options as far as playing however you want than you can with the Switch. And here's where I'd like to turn it over to you guys, as this is really a conversation that is unique to the Nintendo Switch. How do you like to play the console? Do you prefer docked or portable mode? Where do you like to play it? What control options do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. Because with that, this video's a wrap. If you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel now, and you can say you were a subscriber before it was cool. As always, I'm John Zakari, and thanks for watching.